Hey there, I'm Rodney Vanworth. I want to talk about creative innocence. It's a little chilly in here. That's what the temperature is outside. "26. It's not that bad in here though. It's more like about 28. Not really. But I want to talk about this guy named Scully. Sean Scully. He was talking about how if you're planning and plotting to make something to get something, I think it was what it was, that you're not in a state of creative innocence. Now, I've been doing art for a long, long time. I mean, I got my first art criticism in the second grade. The school teacher says, "Rodney, that looks just like chicken scratching." Still remember that criticism to this day. I didn't care what the teacher said. I knew that it did not look like chicken scratching. I don't remember what it was, but I knew it didn't look like chicken scratching. I knew I ignored the criticism. But all that art got knocked out of me. But it did start to come back. And when I started doing it, it was out of creative innocence. And I've got, like those 400 drawings I did on the Holocaust, that was creative innocence. There was no plotting or planning in that. And at this point in my life, I don't know what to do because I get myself in a situation where it's plotting and planning, and it's not creative innocence. Although creative innocence has not made me any money. Some people think, well, is that what art's about? Well, I'm not saying that's what art's about. I'm saying that if you want to do it, you better figure it out. Because I'm not going to be applying for any grants. I wonder if Van Gogh got some grants. No, he didn't. But it has to be, the work has to come out of creative innocence. It has to come out of who a person is. It has to. Because if it doesn't, what's the point? Is it art? If it doesn't come out of creative innocence, I'm not going to say that it's not art because I can't make a judgment on what anybody else does. I do know that what Scully said, he talked about to get yourself into some space where you have this angel on your shoulder. And I don't know exactly what that means, but I know what it means to me. And it is about creative innocence. It's about that space you get into where you're doing it for the love of doing it. There's no plotting or planning. And I got books, I've got books upon books upon books of drawings that are just like that. And I never once thought, oh, well, this is going to be a study for a painting. Not once. No. I don't do that. That's not the way I work. It's not the way I paint. But I might go back and start getting those drawings and pulling those drawings out and see about painting them in a state of creative innocence. To see if I can put in painting what I put into those drawings. But I have no idea. I mean, I might do one and think, well, this, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I know that it can't be about plotting and planning. Planning may be okay. Plotting and planning and trying to do something to get something, which I understand. I understand what he's talking about. I don't think that his philosophy is good for every single person, certainly. But I think it's good for people that are looking for that angel on their shoulder, who, when they are in a state, when you get yourself in a state where you are, it's just you and the pencil or you and the brush, then that's the state. That is it. That's it. And there's not any more. And if somebody buys it, then great. And if somebody doesn't buy it, well, you know, you did it, and you did it because you loved it, because you were in that state. And there's very few people that ever in their whole life, ever once, well, I shouldn't say once, but very rarely do people get in that state of creative innocence. And I've been there thousands of times because I don't plot and plan when I have my little drawing book and I'm drawing. It's like automatic. It's that little angel on the shoulder. And they're not drawings that are going to get me into the salon, I can tell you that. But you know what? If you can get into that, you don't have an angel on your shoulder. You're a plotter and a planner. I'm Rodney Vanworth. Thanks for watching, and check out Sean Scully's video. I'll put it on there for you. See you later.